Hello, I'm Richard Shirley. I am the clerk of court for Anderson County, but once upon a time I was a city councilman and the mayor of the city of Anderson. And when I was a city councilman, Joe Brown had the idea to start a senior citizens jamboree at the recreation center. And we really didn't know what to expect. We thought a few people would show up. She invited almost every politician, and being invited to a senior citizens celebration was just too much to pass up. So we all showed up, and we all had a seat on the stage at the old rec center. And amazingly, it was wall-to-wall people. We had never seen anything like it. I remember Joe Brown jumping from the microphone, introducing folks, to banging the piano. She was just a bundle of joy. And it was an event that laid the groundwork for senior citizen celebration. Not just a day of saying that we recognize you're an important part of the community, but it was the cornerstone, the foundation of setting up services and things for our senior citizens to do and appreciate. And it led to more jamborees, more services, the establishment of the Joe Brown Senior Citizen here on the campus of the old McCants High School, junior high school, in celebration of Joe's life. We gave her a day. Mayor Darwin Wright established a day in honor of Joe Brown, and we recognized somebody who had given service, and it continued annually, and it was to be commended and celebrated on an annual basis, and it has. And that is why you see, when you come down to the Joe Brown Center, you see all of these plaques, because every year somebody who has made a difference in the lives of our senior citizens of Anderson County is celebrated, is thanked, and memorized forever and ever on this wall. Those of us who were fortunate enough to know the original senior citizen advocate can celebrate with those who have come behind her, because there is a spirit and a legacy to this program that Joe Brown left us. And as long as there are people in Anderson who remember Joe Brown and how special she was, there will always be a jamboree.
I'm Irene Murphy from Greenwood, South Carolina, and I am the 5th honoree for the Joe Brown Citizen of the Year Award. So shocked was I on this particular evening at City Council. I had come to make deliveries from Columbia. We had moved from Anderson in 2000, and I had come to make deliveries for Mary Kay when one of my customers said, "Oh, you must stay, plan to stay over. Said there's going to be an award given at City Council tonight." So I planned to stay over with Linda Shirley and to see who this award was going to be given to. I had no idea. But I can tell you that Joe Brown was a friend of mine in 1997. And Linda Shirley introduced me to Joe Brown. And from that point, Joe Brown, Linda Shirley, and Lucille Mayo were dear friends of mine. Linda and I were there also, even during the time when Joe was so sick. And we would even go to her house. The four of us would continue to have breakfast together. This has been a wonderful experience to walk beside Joe, knowing her heart, knowing her life, and it continues to live on today through Kelly Jo. And we're just so proud. I am so proud of Kelly Jo and what she has done and taken up the mantle in following her mother's footsteps and doing the superb job that she's doing.
Hi, I'm Nancy Boyle. I was a 2003 recipient of the Joe Brown Award, which was so remarkable to me to receive, since Joe has been a friend of mine since 1988 when I moved back to Anderson to start the hospice program. She was one of my very first friends here and so loved older people, and as I did, and became such a great source for hospice and referred many patients, became such a friend and such a mentor to me in loving people. She was so special and just such a loving person to all the seniors in our area, and hopefully I was able to learn from her and continue to share and love seniors as well. So the award was just more than I could imagine, because she was such a special part of my life during that time.
Hello, I'm Linda Shirley, and I'm the proud recipient of the 10th Annual Joe Brown Award. But my journey started long before that. In 1977, I met Joe Brown. Joe and I were very fortunate. We were the kind of friends that we met and we became friends forever. It was as if she had been my friend all my life. And what made it even better than that, we worked at the same place. It was the vision of Mr. Prue Gilreath of Anderson District 5 that Anderson County senior citizens have a place to grow and learn and fellowship and be a part of something bigger than staying at home. And so Mr. Prue asked Joe and me if we would head up senior citizen classes held at various places in the county. And so we began working with senior citizens who came for daycare. And we provided stimulating lessons for them. They provided information for us. And so it was a very cooperative team effort. They learned from us, we learned from them. And as our classes grew and we became accustomed to what we wanted to do to help them expand their horizons and fellowship on a daily basis and just have good companionship during the day so they wouldn't be home alone, we came up with an idea that Mr. Prue approved, and that was to have a county-wide jamboree. And it was an event to be remembered. Citizens who were elderly came all across this county to be entertained, to be informed, and to be inspired. Let's pause and think a moment about how much we owe to Anderson School District 5 for having leaders who had that vision, and for a county who supported and encouraged senior citizens to be productive all of their life. It's a blessing to live in Anderson County, and especially to be a senior citizen.
I'm Jackson W. Woods. I'll be 98 years old the 7th of June coming. And I'm just proud to be here today to witness what's going on. So when I did come to, they thought I thought I was going to be checking out cakes, but it was going to be a surprise to me, and which it was one of the most surprising I ever had in my life. Because when I come, I went down the line looking at the cakes and everything, but they had a surprise to me. So after they told me that they were going to surprise me with the plaque, I still didn't understand, because they had pruned it into my mind, and my daughter along with, that's how they got on the inside of my mind on account of my daughter. But later on, they did get me. But that was one of the most surprising things that ever happened in my life.
Hi, I'm Joyce Manning, and this is my husband Hugh, and we were selected as Senior Citizens of the Year as our couple, and the 18th Senior Citizen, I think. We are involved in our church very well and do what we can to help people, and people that are sick. We try to be there to take them a meal, or we try to just be a good neighbor, and so that's what we've done. When you go to rehab and you see these people that are really suffering, and I felt sorry for myself, and I cried too sometime. But it was seeing others that it affected their speech, had that speech, and I guess if I couldn't talk, I couldn't live. But anyway, we are thankful for that. God has been so good to us. We're just thankful that we are where we are, even though I have months yet to go. And we're just so thankful for what you do, Kelly Jo, in this senior citizens program, that so many people you're reaching and helping, and we appreciate you so much. I did not know your mother that well. I had heard of her, but I did not know her. But we know that if you were anything like her, then she would have been loved by us as well.
I'm Amos Wells Jr., the 19th recipient of the Kelly Jo Brown Senior Citizen Award for Anderson County. This program has really made an impact on seniors throughout the county, enabled them to reach out and realize in the golden years of their life of the impact it has had on people, not only from all walks of life, brought a sense of together. My contact with this program came through Jeffco, which is my home community, and we have a senior citizen there, and Kelly Jo came out to do over-easy exercise. As a corporate extension agent, I have worked with a lot of seniors throughout the county to try to help them to better their lives, and a lot of the programs have reached into not only repot plans here at the Jo Brown Center, as well as working with a number of farmers through our farmers market program. My contact for this award is concerned was done in a sneak attack. I really didn't realize I was a recipient until I got here, until I saw my son and his family walk in. A friend of mine, Steve Odom, who's county agent, former county agent Greenwood, walk in, and my brother walked in. I said, something's going on, so forth. And Kelly didn't say a thing, my wife didn't tell me anything. It was a pleasant surprise to realize that my work with seniors throughout the years, trying to help make life better for them, and also make life better for me, because it's always something you can learn from seniors. And this program has touched a lot of lives, and it made lives a lot richer because of the fellowship, the love, and expression of getting together and not only talking to each other, just having a little bit of clean fun. And nothing better in life than doing that. This program lived on, and the impact Kelly Jo has had on people is tremendous. And I certainly appreciate the award, and it certainly has been one of the highlights of my life. Certainly, let's keep this program rolling, because many, many more seniors need to get involved in this program to realize its fullest potential, reaching out to help people better themselves.
Jo Brown told us later on that she was going to form a senior citizens band. Ben Elrod's instrument was this, the harmonica, and she played fox chase. Boy, she could really get those coons. Sink him, get him, here, ho. And I never will forget Margaret Daniels. She was in the band playing her pot on the time of our lives. And I never will forget in 1987, I resigned from the Senior Citizens Band, but then back in 1991, I decided to start back with the Senior Citizens Band. The Golden Years Jamboree in 1993, I think it was Jo Brown. Jo Brown was going to resign, or they were going to see about keeping her on there. But anyway, Jo found her way back to the band, and I mean back into the hearts of people. I mean, Jo Brown was loved by everybody. When I heard on September the 11th that Jo Brown died, oh, it killed me. I mean, it hurt me. It didn't kill me. I'm not dead yet. But anyway, I thank the Lord for every church that we sang in.
Hello, My name is Dustin Coakley, and I am the Anderson County Senior Center Media Manager. Over the past year, I'm sure some of you seniors have seen me behind the camera shooting video for Kelly's events, or the events Kelly has me doing, such as her exercise program, some senior outreaches, and the sort. I really wanted to say that it's been great working for the senior program for over the past year. It's been a great job and a great opportunity to work with you guys and also with Kelly. I can definitely tell with the interviews that you guys have seen, and because I have to go through all this stuff to edit it, that the center for Joe Brown, and even with it being run by Kelly in her place, means so much to the community, and I see that through their hard work, and especially your hard work. So I just want to take the time to personally use this ending segment to kind of tie everything together in this video, and just to say that you guys mean a whole lot to the community, even if you don't think you do. And based on what I go through, all the footage and the camera and how much fun you guys have, it definitely shows. So thank you for this year's Golden Years Jamboree and the upcoming Senior of the Year. Thank you.